Today's story is a heartbreaking and disturbing tale of brutality that can lurk in the most unexpected places. It's a reminder that even in moments of joy and community, darkness can lurk nearby. This is the story of Gabriella Doolin, a girl whose life was cruelly cut short in a place that should have been safe and filled with happiness. Gabriella Corrine Doolin, affectionately known as Gabby, was born on December 26, 2007 to Brian and Amy Doolin. Gabby grew up in Adolphus, Kentucky, with her two brothers, Alec and Chance. She was a lively and sweet girl known for her love of bright colors, especially pink, and her enthusiasm for parties and cheerleading. A second grader at Allen County Primary Center, Gabby was loved by all who knew her. On November 14, 2015, Gabby attended an Allen County High School football game to support her brother, Alec. Gabby was part of the cheerleading squad and enthusiastically cheered for her brother. The Doolin family was there to support Alec. Their mother, Amy, was in the bleachers, while her father, Brian, helped at the concession stand. Around 6:50 p.m., with the game underway, Gabby and her friends decided to play hide and seek. The girls hid in the bathroom and waited for Gabby to find them, but Gabby never arrived. Worried, Gabby's friends ran to Amy and asked if she knew where her daughter was. Amy, who hadn't seen Gabby since she went to play, began searching frantically. Brian joined the search, and an announcement was made over the stadium intercom asking Gabby to come to the concession stand. When Gabby didn't show up, concern turned to panic. A search team was quickly organized, and the game was stopped. The police were called, and the area was combed for the missing girl. At 8:10 p.m., less than an hour after Gabby was reported missing, her partially clothed body was found just 400 meters from the stadium. She was found face down in a stream in a wooded area. The discovery was devastating. One of her boots was about 20 meters away, and there were evidence of blood. Gabby had been brutally assaulted, raped, and strangled before being dumped in the water. The investigation quickly escalated. Police interviewed nearly everyone at the football game, looking for any hint of suspicious behavior. Several witnesses mentioned Timothy Madden, a 38-year-old former construction worker, married with 5 children. Madden had been at the game to watch his own son play, was taken to a home in Scottsville for questioning. He cooperated with police, giving him the clothes he wore that night and allowing them to take DNA samples. However, something was amiss. After handing over his clothes, he sat down in his underwear to speak with the officers, which turned out to be unusual behavior. Madden's clothes had bloodstains on the crotch, zipper, and underwear, which he vehemently denied. He claimed he had no idea how the blood got there. Despite his protests, DNA results confirmed the worst. The blood on his clothes belonged to Gabby. DNA matching Madden's was also found on Gabby's body. The autopsy report revealed that Gabby had been strangled, drowned, and sexually assaulted. The evidence was overwhelming, and Timothy Madden was arrested and charged with murder, kidnapping, first-degree rape, and first-degree sodomy. The Adolphus community and beyond was shocked by the news. Gabby's family knew Madden. Brian Doolin had gone to high school with him, and their daughters cheered together on the same team. The fact that someone so well-known and seemingly trustworthy could commit such a heinous act made the tragedy even harder to comprehend. The legal process was long and complicated. Madden initially pleaded not guilty, and his defense argued that the police had acted in haste to solve a high-profile case, ignoring other possible suspects. Throughout the trial, Madden maintained his innocence, despite the strong evidence against him. The trial did not proceed to a conventional conclusion, as Madden chose to plead guilty to some charges and enter an offered plea for others. Specifically, he pleaded guilty to murder and kidnapping, but entered an offered plea on the rape and sodomy charges. An offered plea allows a defendant to admit guilt while maintaining his innocence and acknowledging that the prosecution has enough evidence to convict. There were moments of intense emotion and tension in the courtroom during the sentencing hearing on October 23, 2019. Gabby's mother gave a victim impact statement describing the pain of losing her daughter. In an emotional moment, she tried to address Madden directly, asking him, "Why did you do this? There's no reason you can give. Gabby was an innocent girl at her brother's game. Tensions escalated when Gabby's father, Brian, erupted in anger because he felt Madden was not paying attention to Amy's testimony. This led to a brief recess ordered by the judge to calm the situation. Despite his guilty plea, Madden maintained his innocence during sentencing. His attorney stated at a press conference, Mr. Madden pleaded guilty because it was the right thing to do for him, for the victim's family, and for everyone involved, including the community. Commonwealth's attorney Corey Morgan mentioned that a jury likely would have sentenced Madden to death, but the family agreed to accept his guilty plea in order to avoid years of appeals and seek some closure. Finally, the judge sentenced Timothy Madden to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The sentence ensures that Madden will spend the rest of his life behind bars for his crimes against Gabriella Doolin. While the verdict did not ease the pain of the Doolin family, it did provide some closure. This is despite the fact that Gabby's funeral was held at Scottsville Baptist Church on November 19, 2015, with a large turnout of community members who gathered to pay their respects to the young girl. Businesses closed, and people filled the streets holding pink and blue balloons, Gabby's favorite colors. It was a poignant process that underscored the profound impact of her death on the community. A year later, more than 500 people gathered for a vigil in Gabby's memory, remembering her short but bright life. The vigil included a moment of silence, heartfelt speeches, and the release of balloons that reaffirmed the community's support for the Doolin family. In November 2020, Operation Gabbi Doolin, a joint federal, state, and local initiative to combat child predators in Kentucky, was launched, resulting in the arrest of 7 men in Kentucky on child exploitation charges. According to reports, the 7 men arrested faced charges including possession of child pornography, solicitation of a minor, and other related offenses. Among the notable cases, 66-year-old Charles Ashley is charged with attempting to seduce a minor and producing child pornography and could face life in prison. Jimmy Quizera, 22, pleaded guilty to transferring obscene material to a minor, which carries a maximum sentence of 10 years. 54-year-old Melvin Dowell also pleaded guilty to enticement and exchange of obscene matter and faces a possible life sentence. 33-year-old Joseph Sakari and 25-year-old Jeffrey Korn were charged with similar crimes and face possible life sentences. 23-year-old Travis Puckett is charged with enticement and transmission of obscene material, while 54-year-old Eric Van Handel is charged with attempted enticement, both of which could result in life in prison. Gabby Doolin's family, especially her mother, has spoken about Gabby's life before her death. She says that Gabby was known as a sweet and kind girl who got along with everyone. Amy remembers Gabby as a girl who was always smiling, with her blonde hair being her most distinctive feature. Amy has also mentioned on many occasions that Gabby was a very active child who loved to play in the park and engage in outdoor activities. Gabby was also a good friend to her classmates and very popular at school. Amy describes Gabby as a child who was always full of energy and loved to make new friends. Gabby Doolin's story is a painful yet powerful lesson in the fragility of life and the importance of justice. Although her life was brutally taken, her legacy lives on through efforts to protect children and ensure that those who commit such heinous crimes are brought to justice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. We'll see you next time.